Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. Today I'm going to be taking you through the upcoming part 2 of Global's 6-year anniversary celebration and what's to come. So of course, if you know what's coming, because you pay attention to JP side of the game, or Twitter and the JP side of Twitter as well, then this video probably isn't for you. But if you want to stick around, then feel free. And if you are going to be sticking around in general, make sure you probably grab yourself a snack, because we're going to be going through a lot of things. But before we do get into the video, if you can continue showing your support on the channel by dropping a like on this video and hitting that subscribe button, go Super Saiyan on that. And of course, all your support is very much appreciated. It makes your boy happy, warm and fuzzy inside. And it does something else, but we're going to keep it PG and we're going to carry on. Right, getting into the video after whatever that was at the end. This is the first thing to come. Of course, more missions, which as you can see by the picture, it means more coins, which means you can get more rewards like Kais and etc. More stones, which is always a good thing, because there is a banner coming in part 2 if you didn't know. There's also more thank you tickets and more 66 summon tickets. So if of course you're like me, where you're near the end of your your missions to get tickets from part 1, don't worry. There is more missions coming, and this is how you get the rest of them to get the remainder of your tickets. I think there's more coming in part 3 as well, but I can't remember, or there's just essentially not as many. But yeah, there's more tickets and more stones to be had through missions. There's also new stages added to the Power of Trust and Miracle of Universe 7 event, and also Master Roshi's new challenge event. We'll take a look at those right now. Of course, the Master Roshi working how the Goku Black did last year, which we'll get to in a minute. These are the new stages that are added. Of course, this was to grind the Krillin and 18, or Baiteen if you will, dual card, and of course the Roshi and Tien card. You can now Dokkan Awaken them. In part 2 they add the stages where you can Dokkan Awaken these units. So hopefully you've got them SA10'd and are fully maxed out. This, you can also get a bonus support memory and a few more training items. And also, if you remember that Fizz free-to-play UI Goku that came out from the story event all them years ago when the Int UI Goku dropped, he now Dokkan Awakens. And he's actually a pretty decent unit, because like the Baiteen and Krillin, like the Roshi and Tien, and like this Master Roshi unit, which eventually Dokkan Awakened to an LR, all of these can be easy-aid for an easy area event, which eventually will come, I think, in part 3. So make sure you're grinding those units out, and make sure you've SA10'd and rainbowed your Fizz free-to-play UI Goku all them years ago as well. Well, make sure you do that now. So here's the new stages that added for the Roshi event. As I said, you can now Dokkan Awaken him in part 2 to NLR. Works the same way as I said that Goku Black did last year. And then eventually in part 3, you can easy A all of these units from both these story events. And they're all pretty good, especially this Roshi. He's pretty decent as well. But moving on, I mean, I've harped on so much about this since the year 6 celebration started. And that is this Int UI Goku is getting an easy A as well. He's one of the best easy A's in the game. I don't have to tell you to do it. Not to mention, you'll be getting a bonus 30 stones as well. And who doesn't want more stones? I think I might have run through what he can do before, but just because this is a whole part 2 video, I'll run through what he can do anyway, especially if someone's missed it and don't know what he can do. So before easy A, in terms of the leader skill, Realm of God category key +3 and HP and attack and defense plus 150%, or Ink type key +3 and HP and attack and defense plus 50%. After easy Aing goes up to 160, and the Int types go up to 100% on the HP attack and defense. On super attack, he originally raised attack by 30%, which stacks. After the easy A, he now stacks attack and defense by 20%, which, as I said, stacks, which is obviously a very good thing for the likes of the more challenging events, like I say, with a few units, SBR, ESBR, and Legendary Goku event. Not to mention, he also worked really well with the LR UI AGL Goku as well. In terms of passive, before easy Aing, it's attack and defense plus 100%, and awakens when HP is 50% or below. Of course, when he goes to MUI. After easy Aing, he gets a flat 150% boost on attack and defense, and that condition to have HP at 50% or below stays the same. So let's take a look at him now after he's transformed into MUI Goku, which is, or essentially still Goku Ultra Instinct, but you know what I mean. So before easy Aing, he raises attack, which stacks by 30%, and he still raises attack and defense after easy Aing by 20%, which stacks. His passive gets a big change though. So it goes from key +3 and not HP, and attack plus 100% and a great chance to evade enemies' attack, which is 70% chance including super attack, and you can disable enemies guard. After easy Aing though, it turns into key +3, attack +200% and defense +100%. So of course now he busts his defense and his attack gets boosted by a whole 200 on top of raising his attack and defense still, which can stack by 20%. Keeps the great chance to evade, which is a 70% chance to evade enemies attack or super attack. Still disables enemies guard, and then evades enemies attack including super attack for 1 turn after awakening. This basically means he's guaranteed to dodge everything for 1 turn. So yes, he will have a chance. After that 1 turn, he will have a chance of 70% to evade an attack and super attack. But turn 1 of transforming, he will guarantee to evade everything. Moving on, there's new stages for the god event. So if you've been knocking them down, then there's new stages for you. I personally haven't gone back in yet, but eventually we will do. There's a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history as well, which guess what that means? More stones, and who doesn't want more of them? We've got Android and Cell Saga level 1 stage, which is versus the Super Warriors, and then the level 2 stage is Android and Cell Saga, where you take on the androids. And then of course you've got missions to be completing with these. You have your usuals, which is defeat each phase in stage 1, and then the specific one is clear stage 1 once with at least 3 android / Cell Saga category characters, and then clear stage 1 with at least 3 android category characters. You could probably combine these two, whether it's easier to or not. I mean, if you could do them in one, then why not? And then on the second stage, it's clear stage 2 once with at least 3 hybrid Saiyans, and then clear stage 2 at least once with at least 3 pure Saiyan category characters as well. And as I said before, it means more stones, and who doesn't want those? We have another co-op campaign, and then we have the big one, which is the top legendary summon, the TOP banner, which introduces this 17, which turns into a 5-man unit, and this Frieza right here. As a normal legendary summon banner goes, loads of featured SSRs. The only plus side is these two are very good after Easy A, and so are these two. So I guess that's a bonus if you either don't have them after all this time, or don't have many dupes in them, or essentially don't have them rainbowed. In terms of what they Dokkan Awaken into, the 17 Dokkan awakens into All Out War of Universe 7, which is a 5-man unit with 17 Goku, Gohan, Frieza, and Vegeta. Right, I forgot where I was. Reps Universe 7 category key +4, HP and attack and defense +150%. Int types key +4 and HP attack and defense +100%. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, which is a 50% multiplier and causes colossal damage to enemy. Raises allies defense by 30% for 1 turn. So this unit mainly what it does is not only do they buff themselves, but they buff ally units, specifically Reps Universe 7 units, which is obviously a good thing. You know, on the Ultra Super Attack, they also raise allies defense by 30% and a chance of performing a critical hit by 7% for 1 turn. The passive attack and defense +70%, plus an additional attack and defense +70% when there are 5 or more Reps Universe 7 category allies on the same team, plus an additional attack +70% when key is 22 or more, key +2 in addition per rainbow keys for obtained, and then chance of performing a critical hit +7% per rainbow keys for obtained. So they're kind of similar to a little bit similar to Blue Boys in the fact that they need rainbow orbs, which originally we thought potentially that the UI Goku, the free-to-play Fizz one, when he gets his Easy A, he would have been a support for Rainbow Keys Fizz, but fortunately he's not. So I mean, if you manage to get their full passive off, which is attack and defense +70%, then the additional 70% of the Reps Universe 7 category allies, and then you get a bonus 70% attack when you have key +22 or key is 22 or more. I mean, you know, you can easily get their key up with the Rainbow Keys Fizz. You can then get a total of attack +210% and then defense up to 140, which is pretty solid. And then you can increase that crit chance by 7% per Rainbow Keys for obtained. But unfortunately, no Rainbow Key support. So, you know, if you manage to get all this off, then fair play. They also have an active all-out attack with Universe 7. Greatly raises attack temporarily, which is raises ultimate damage multiplier by 50% during attack. Causes ultimate damage to an enemy and all allies key +7 for 1 turn. So a very good support unit for other units on the team as well. And the conditions for that is can be activated when there are 5 or more Reps Universe 7 category allies on the team, and another 2 Reps Universe 7 category allies attacking in the same turn when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or less once only. These are the links: Android Assault, Infinite Energy, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Tournament Power, Fierce Power, Legendary Power. They're not bad links, they're not the best by any means, and they only go on 3 categories, which is Universe Survival Saga, Reps, and Joined Forces. So you're mainly going to be running in them on either these 2 categories, because that's when you can mainly run a lot of Reps Universe 7 category allies, which is the main, you know, one of the main, you know, main parts of the kit to get the active conditions off, and the main part of their passive. So you're mainly going to be running on either Universe Survival Saga or Reps Universe 7 to be getting that off. Then we have the Freezer, which Dokkan awakens all the way to a Golden Freezer and Android 17, which has Universe Survival Saga or Joined Forces category key +3 and HP and attack and defense plus 150% on normal super attack. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, which is a 50% multiplier and causes colossal damage to the enemy. On ultra super attack, they raise attack for 1 turn, which is an SA multiplier of 30% for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns, which is pretty decent. And then on the passive, attack and defense plus 70%. As you'll notice, there's a lot of 7s, hence the emphasis on you know, Universe 7 in this celebration. Attack and defense plus 70%, great chance, which is 70% chance to launch up to 2 additional supers, which is pretty nice indeed. Which means you're raising their attack by 50% for 1 turn on additionals, which is good as well. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 7% up to 70%. Again, emphasis on 7s. And key +1 up to 7 with each attack performed. Reduces damage received and raises chance of performing a crit by 7% with each super attack performed, or with each attack performed within the same turn. So I mean, I think this one probably edges it over the other one, because they're quite self-sustaining, whereas the other one you're heavily reliant on having Reps Universe 7 category allies. So this one probably edges it in terms of getting their passive off, because I said the other one's reliant on Reps Universe 7 category allies. They also have an active as well, which is Survival Strategy Universe 7, D +7 attack and defense plus 77%, performs a critical hit for 1 turn. Active conditions can be activated after performing 4 or more super attacks during battle once only. So as I said, they're quite a self-sustaining unit, you know, in terms of also getting their active off. That's if you have 4 or more super attacks. So if you get quite lucky and the additionals you launch are super attacks, which is quite similar to the way the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta works, that transforms into SSBE, then you'll be getting this active off very quickly. So you're probably looking at minimum you could look at, I think in a realistic sense, about turn 3. You could probably get this off if you're lucky, maybe turn 5, turn 6. Which isn't the worst. The links are tough as nails, Brainiac, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Tornado Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So their links, again, not the greatest but not the worst. And you'll probably mainly be running these on a Reps Universe 7 team to kind of help them. I mean, as I said, this one probably edges it, you know, compared to the other one, because they're more self-sustaining and not reliable in Reps Universe 7 category allies. And this one, just like the other one, also has very minimal categories of Universe Survival Saga, Reps Universe 7, Joined Forces, and has an extra category of Battle of Wit. So they don't go on many teams, and you're probably mostly going to be running them on either Universe Survival Saga and Reps anyway. In terms of other stuff, the only other thing here is there's another sale. There's more sale on stones, and who doesn't like sale on your stones? That's everything coming with part 2. Of course, the main thing being, in my opinion, the EZA of this UI Goku, which, as you would have seen, is very, very good. And of course, the TOP banner, where you then get the 5-man unit, and then the Golden Freezer and Android 17 unit. So yeah, that's everything that's coming. If this video has been useful to you, then please do consider dropping a like on the video and also subscribing if you are new. But I'm going to go, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!